morning. Today we are going to do an activity from the chapter Fiber to Fabrics. Through this activity we are going to see what a fiber or thread is made up of. For this activity we need some fabrics. I have a silk fabric here and a cotton one too. Now from one of the ends, from the cut end preferably, you just take out, there will be some loose threads. So you just pull out one thread here. Just see, I'm going to pull it out. Just pull out some which is sufficient for you and make a cut. Now this thread, we'll just place it flat on a table and we are going to scratch it at one end. Okay, now before I do this, let me cut out one piece of thread even from this silk fabric over here. Okay, see, from the loose end there are lots of threads here. I'm just going to take out one thread. I'm just going to cut it out. Okay, and this too I'm going to scratch it from one end. Both of these I'm going to scratch from one of the ends. Okay, this was the thread that I had cut from the cotton material and I'm going to scratch it at one end. Please just observe carefully and be gentle while you are scratching the thread. I'm just going to use this needle so that you are able to see. Now can you see this yarn? It is splitting up. Can you see? Yeah, can you see here? See? It is splitting up into very thin, fine strands. So, the fabric is made up of a yarn and the yarn splits up into very thin, fine strands. These are known as fibers. Now, since this piece of yarn I had taken from a cotton cloth, so these fibers are cotton fibers. Okay? So, now I will show you what happens with the silk yarn. This silk thread, it is light in color, so I have kept it on a dark background, a black background, so that you are able to see. Okay? Again we are going to scratch it gently, gently. Okay? Yes. Now, you can again see in this case, you can see, can you see? It is splitting up into these fine strands. Yes. These fine strands are again fibers. But since this thread I had taken from silk material, so these are fibers of silk. These are fibers of silk. Through this activity, we were able to see that fabrics, whether it is cotton fabric or silk fabric or maybe woolen fabric or jute fabric, all fabrics are made up of threads or yarns. You saw they are made up of threads or yarns. And what is the thread? What does the yarn split up into? It splits up into very fine, thin strands known as fibers. So fibers of silk, cotton, wool, these fibers are spun together to make a yarn which is used to make cloth.